Starting from 2020, all annual financial reports of European issuers will have to be prepared in the European Single Electronic Format, or ESEF. This format shall increase comparability and analysis of the annual financial reports, and through data standardization also potentially make the reporting process easier. The ESEF has been developed by ESMA following extended consultations with market participants, and to test the format, ESMA organized a field test in which issuers' annual financial reports were transformed to inline XBRL according to ESMA's draft ESEF specifications.
Over summer 2017, 25 issuers from 13 different countries and 19 different industries participated in our field tests. Following a brief introductory webinar sessions, issuers mapped the disclosures of their IFRS consolidated financial statements to the IFRS taxonomy. For this purpose, they identified elements in the IFRS taxonomy that matched the items disclosed in the primary financial statements. If there was no appropriate match, they created extensions and identified the relevant block tags for the notes. Then, with the help of expert staff, during a 1.5-day workshop at ESMA's premises here in Paris, they marked up their financial statements using software tools made available to them. The annual financial reports that were transformed into inline XBRL are now structured and machine-readable, whilst at the same time remaining perfectly human-readable as well. This is what the issuer volunteers said about their experience.
Yes, it was for sure useful. It was generally a very good idea to have the opportunity to practice this taxonomy before the official standard, technical standard is issued.
Yeah, it was actually very useful and very well arranged. So, very effective. The group was small. We were very well supported by the experts, both in content-wise and also in system-wise. So, we got a very easy system to use, so it was great.
Yeah, I think that it's always useful to wrap your mind around a new subject beforehand, a few years, in this case, a few years before it is effective. So it gives you time to look at it more in depth.
Well, it was quite easy because it would have been difficult some years ago, but in 2013 we changed a lot of our main financial statements to be more closer to the FinRep structure. So that's why it was quite easy to tag for us. We know that we have some specifics, but these we were aware of, so these we just had to create. But actually the tagging was not too difficult for us, I would say.
I think that when you are familiar with IFRSs, then the taxonomy is quite easy. Of course, there are some concepts that you need to familiarize yourself beforehand, but generally, when you are familiar with IFRSs, then the tagging is also quite easy, I would say.
I had a list of elements in Excel, and it was easy for me to orientate in it, so I find it easy.
It required more effort than I expected, but just in terms of time consuming.
I think it required actually less effort than I expected, just because we had to do all the primary financial statements, so it was easy.
Actually, I expected more effort because I was aware that SEC requires tagging of actually every number in financial statements, so I was happy to see that in this case we were tagging only primary financial statements and the explanatory notes were tagged as blocks of text, so it's much less effort than I expected.
I totally agree.